Hey, people of the universe, Georgia Jean here. I've just come out of my morning meditation. Well, it's actually kind of afternoon now because I took my losing lotto ticket and I went into the energy vortex with it to see what was showing up as the resistance to me winning so far in this experiment. Go back to the first video if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about this money winning Mojo experiment I'm doing because I'm in New York and I can play scratchies. But I went into the energy vortex and it's really interesting because I woke up this morning and there's like a lot of stuff that that I need to get done for my business and my podcast, coming out of the cosmic closet. If you haven't tuned in yet, please tune in. iTunes, Google Play, Android, all over the place. And I had this big to-do list. And my mind was coming up with more and more things that I've got to do. I have to do all this stuff, all in the name of building my business and doing things I need to do for that. But when I actually stopped, because I was starting to get distracted by like, oh my God, I got to do this. I don't have time to do like the stupid meditation about. Sorry, I've still got a cold. Why I lost on the lottery ticket. But of course, when I actually went into the energy, I hit a massive template that I needed to work on and clear. And the theme was, surprise, surprise, failure. So I want to talk about this because it's really important. A couple of things are coming up because I'm doing... last year when I did this, I just did this by myself, and so nobody else's energy was really involved. And I mentioned this in the last video and probably in all the videos. Now there is other people's energy involved, and that includes like what I feel about what people are going to think about me, blah blah blah. But it's also that just other people's energy is now participating in this experience because people are watching the videos. They might have their own belief structures, thoughts, feelings, perceptions, projections around what's going on. So it's a bigger framework of energy. So I might start by going into, where are my personal beliefs? Like I think one of the first ones that came up was like, whatever, like, this is stupid. Anyway, I can't even remember what it was. But then as I go through the layers, and you've got to get my ebook, The Authentic Positivity System, so you can actually really understand what I'm doing when I'm going into the energy of something to find where the resistance is. I'll use a worst case scenario to really activate where the energy is. So I'll start imagining worst case scenario, which is worst case scenario is I just keep doing these videos and I keep doing all this work and I just keep losing every single one. And just everyone's like, what is this stupid woman doing? Oh my God, it's so funny to me. Anyway, so sorry. Cracking myself up. So I went into the energy field. And now, in doing that, what I can start actually finding is that there's also a collective layer. And that is the template. The template of failure. And I want to talk about this because failure is a frequency, and it's one of the polarities of the mind. So this is how the mind works. It swings from like polarities like good, bad, right, wrong, true, false, success, failure, right? And that's how it kind of keeps us trapped in its Storyville storylines and stuff like that. And so failure is one end of the polarity. But polarities is what creates all the storylines on the planet. So failure is this massive storyline that people play out. It is this frequency. So people might kind of go, well, I don't want to think of myself as a failure. But failure is part of the quote-unquote human condition, if you will. Like it's part of the frequency, the template of humanity. And when I go into the energy field, this is stuff that I can work on personally, but also collectively. So because there is more collective energy participating in this experiment with me, because you guys are watching it and obviously having your thoughts and feelings about it, I also have to clear the collective field on these templates. And so this theme of failure, as I'm going into the energy and as I'm working with it myself, I can see where its imprint is in my life. And of course, as I'm moving forward with my podcast, Coming Out of the Cosmic Closet, and wanting it to reach a bigger audience, I want to release that template like in the collective for that as well. So any action that I might want to take to, to push my business or my work forward, benefits by me just clearing this big template of failure out in me and also in anybody that I want to reach and help or support or work with and do energy work with. Because the idea of this work is to bring people up out of, conditions that they're struggling with. So I went in, there's this massive template of failure. I was in there for ages, working with it, using all my tools. And that includes feeling all these really deep feelings like, dread and shame and all of these yuck feelings no one really wants to feel. But that's how all this stuff stays really unconscious and it starts being part of your vibrational field, if you want. So when we're creating and generating, we're not just creating from our conscious thoughts, because of course if I'm like, I want to win Scratchy, I'm just going to win on the first ticket if it's just like my basic conscious thought. But we manifest from our whole self, which is our conscious and unconscious thoughts. So again, you got to get the ebook to learn more about this stuff, and so you have to make it conscious. We have to make what is unconscious conscious, so you can then work with it. And that is the whole point of doing this exercise, is that by actually pushing my matrix and getting this quote unquote bad result of a losing ticket, I was able to push up more of this failure energy and work with it and work with the collective energy. And it's not comfortable. Like, part of the reason why it's all unconscious is because it's like really icky to feel all that shame and dread and fear and all that blah stuff. But really it's all just energy. Again, read the book and you'll find out why. And once you work with it, then you can actually start to harness the energy. So I really sat in it for a while and processing. Releasing templates, clearing templates, not just for me, but for everybody watching the video. So here's the cool thing. Because I've done this work and you are part of this experience with me, I've also been clearing this energy in you. Ostensibly because, and this is a big concept, and you'd also have to go to my website or listen to more of my podcast when I talk about this, working from the idea of the all consciousness, is that everybody watching this video, I am you and you and me, you are me. Only the mind creates the illusion of separation that you're somebody different from me. So your failure is my failure and vice versa. So when I go in and work on the theme, the template of failure, I'm clearing it from our collective reality, which is pretty awesome. So that's what I spent my time. And I feel like, so initially someone might be like, well, spending $10 and losing ticket, what a loser. These are all the voices in our heads, right? But what this ticket did is it gave me something solid that I could really viscerally work with my reactions to it and push that up and work it and clear it away. And I reckon that's worth $10. And I feel like, the tickets that are coming up next, I think I'll probably scratch one more if I'm actually in my pajamas, which is why still I'm in my PJs. But, it's worth it. And so for me, the next group of tickets is just more learning lessons. It's more activation. So what is success and failure? What is winning and losing? Well, it's really the mind's interpretation. Because if I can clear the frequency of failure for me on a deeper level, then that's going to affect everything that I do. Everything I do for my work, everything I do in life. And not just about my work, not just about money, about relationships, about just walking through this world, being free of that template, being free of the density. What does life look like without the weight of that template influencing the creative experience. So that's what it's all about, peeps. So that's worth $10, I reckon. So now I think we'll just quickly scratch off another ticket here. All right, so the same tickets that I had yesterday, so no one can accuse me of going out and buying more tickets. I did do a little extra amplification by putting $40 on the mirror. That was some cash I had. That's just to boost the money magnification. And we're going to do... Which one should we do? Which one should we do, people? Oh, I'm feeling 7-Eleven 21. Let's see what this baby's got to teach me. All right, I've got to match any of my numbers to either winning numbers, win a prize shown. Okay, so my winning numbers, here we go. This one's just a $2 one, so you don't get as many options. I've got 4 and 26. And now I'm going to see what the prize is. The prize is, oh, that wasn't it. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the prize is. Okay, quickly scratching this off because I've only got 4 minutes to do this, and you know I like to linger with it more. But here we go. Well, I've got 3 $4 ones. So my winning numbers are 4 and 26. 4 and 26. All right, here we go. Oh, God, that was a 9. It looked like a 19. It looked like a 4 to start. Okay, 19, 27, 1. All right, to the $20 one. 12, 50, 25. They put the numbers so close, temptingly close. 23, 16. Okay, now I'm scratching the two $21,000 ones. Oh, 24, not 26. 29. All right, I did not win on this card again, people, but that's all right. I'm going to take this back into my meditation. How am I feeling about this right now? I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit bummed. But that's all right. We're going to continue with the experiment because I'm shifting the matrix, not just for me, but for all you people out there. So it's worth it. I'll see you soon.